Hello students, we'll continue with the chapter light and today we will discuss the topic of spherical lens. Students, a spherical lens is a transparent material bound by two surfaces of which one or both surfaces are spherical. Right students, this means that a lens is bounded by at least one spherical surface. In such lenses, the other surface would be plane. Depending upon the type of surfaces, we can classify spherical lenses as convex lens and concave lens. Students, we will confine our studies to double convex and double concave lens. Right? So, we are going to discuss double concave or double convex, which are simply called as concave and convex lens. In a double concave lens, you can see both the spherical surfaces are curved inwards, whereas in a convex lens, in a double convex lens, both the spherical surfaces are curved outwards. A concave lens is thinner in the middle and a convex lens is thicker in the middle. Right students? So depending upon their spherical surfaces, they have been classified as concave and convex. Students, a convex lens always converges parallel rays of light at a point called focus. Therefore, a convex lens is a converging lens. Whereas a double concave lens or a concave lens is a diverging lens because it diverges parallel rays of light, and these refracted rays after getting refracted from the lens appear to diverge from a point called focus. Now we are going to discuss some important terms related to spherical lenses. Students, as a spherical lens has two spherical surfaces, so these two spherical surfaces are part of imaginary spheres, and these two spheres have their centers. The centers of these spheres, of which the spherical surfaces of the lens forms a part, are called center of curvature. So a lens, either it is a concave lens or a convex lens, has two spherical surfaces and each surface forms a part of a sphere. The center of these spheres is called center of curvature. They are represented by the letter C. As you can see, there are two center of curvature, so they are represented by the letter C1 and C2. Students, the imaginary line which passes straight through the two center of curvatures of a lens is called principal axis. So a principal axis passes through the centers of curvature. The central point of the lens, students, the central point of the lens is called its optical center, and we represent it by the letter O. It is very important to note that a ray of light which passes through the optical center of the lens passes straight without suffering any deviation. So a ray which passes through optical center will pass straight without suffering any deviation. Students, the effective diameter of the circular outline of the spherical lens is called its aperture. As you can see in the figure, L dash or M dash is the aperture of the two given lenses. So we have studied about center of curvature, optical center, principal axis and aperture. Now we will talk about principal focus. As I have told you that convex lens is a converging lens. So it converges all parallel rays of light, and all these parallel rays of incident light after refraction will converge or meet at a point called focus. This point is the principal focus of the convex lens. Whereas a concave lens is a diverging lens. All rays of light which are parallel to the principal axis after getting refracted from this diverging lens will diverge, and they appear to diverge from a common point called principal focus. So students, we have studied about the various terms related to spherical lenses. Now we are going to study the rules for drawing ray diagrams for image formation by lenses. First we will study the rules for convex lens. There are three main rules which are to be followed, and out of these three rules you can use any two rules to draw your ray diagrams. Your first rule is a ray which passes parallel to the principal axis after getting refracted will pass through principal focus. I repeat, a ray which is parallel to the principal axis after getting refracted from this lens, convex lens, will pass through principal focus. And a ray which is incident ray which passes through the focus after refraction will pass parallel to the principal axis. Students, as I have told you earlier also, the ray which passes through optical center will pass straight without suffering any deviation. Now we will discuss the rules for drawing ray diagrams in case of concave lens. All three rules are same. The first rule, that a ray which is parallel to the principal axis, since it is a diverging lens, now the ray will appear to diverge from principal focus. In convex lens, the ray was actually converging at focus, but now the refracted ray will appear to diverge from principal focus. And a ray which is directed towards the principal focus after refraction will be parallel to the principal axis. And your third rule is same, the ray which passes through optical center will pass without suffering any deviation. I hope you have understood the terms related to your spherical lenses as well as the rules for drawing ray diagrams in case of spherical lenses. In our next class or next video, we will discuss about ray diagrams for image formation by concave and convex lens.